Hej och välkommen till Old Lady Plays. Jag heter Kate, den gamla damen, och det här är säsong 4, avsnitt 1 av The Journeyman, en serie på FM23. And the eagle-eared among you, eagle-eared? That doesn't make sense. Bat-eared among you will have noticed that that was slightly different than the introduction we've been making previously. And the reason that it is slightly different is that we have landed up at AIK, which is to say AIK in Allsvenskan. We're in Sverige, in Sweden. And the game is in Swedish, not Norwegian, but Swedish. It's similar, it's not the same. It's going to be an interesting thing. Here's how things go. It is now still the 15th of October, so we're coming close to the end of the season, both in Sweden and in Norway. To be fair, I looked ahead and saw disaster coming for Fredrikstad because the board had not been looking after the finances correctly. And we were something like 3 million in the hole at the end of the season, and there was no real prospect of it getting any better. We weren't going to be able to re-sign most of our players, so we were going to lose most of our players. And I just didn't think it was a very good situation anymore. So I thought, this is as good a time as any to jump ship. And we landed up at AIK. And the reason that I picked them, although they're actually in a slightly lower quality league, they're up a bit in reputation from us, and they have stable financing. We're tipped to finish 4th, which is going to be a tricky bit to do considering we're in 7th and there's only 3 games left. And our club vision says finish above Göteborg, Djurgårdens, and Hammarby. We're not going to finish above any of those 3. So I hope that we won't get sacked immediately because we didn't finish above them. But we'll see how that goes. We are based in Stockholm at the Friends Arena in Solna, which is basically in Stockholm. Oh, we rent the place. 1.2 million per year. That's a lot of money. Capacitate 53,000 people. 50,000 for a normal match. That's pretty good. The other bits that we've got here, I'm trying to get them right. Planenski. I'm going to guess that's the quality of the field, which is pretty good, I'm guessing. Väldigt bra. VIP, that's the corporate accommodations. Training facilities. Good training facilities. Youth academy. Good youth academy. Okay. Good junior organization and outstanding youth recruitment. So that's good. Those are all good things. The previous manager was sacked almost a month ago. And they've been having a hard time finding somebody to take over. But they're happy to have us do that, so that's good. Let's look at my profile. There we go. So my profile shows us with 2 stars, a 40% reputation, which is, it's not bad, it's not great. Föredrar ett spelbyggt på stort bollinnehav. That's possession. So I'm guessing this is prefers a possession strategy. And also a high intensity pressing game, which is also true. So yeah, we've got our languages. We're going to be in Swedish here for the next little while. I'm sorry it's not hugely different than Norway, but it was easily the best option possible for the in terms of jobs that were available. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Manager. There we go. There was this Liverpool FC, but they're unstable funding. Once Caldas is a pretty good team in Colombia. That would have been a step up. Oh, they didn't have Fortaleza. I would have totally taken Fortaleza. Oh, that's too bad. I've enjoyed playing at Fortaleza before, and they're in the Brazilian Serie A, which would be kind of good. Argentina, we got Racing Club and Rio Platense. So Racing Club and River Plate. See, Ibiza, Wisla Plock. Fredrikstad is obviously now open. Vålerenga came up just as we were leaving. This one's in the second division in Holland, second Bundesliga, and the second Austrian league. So the best league available and the best team available, OIK. So we end up in Sweden, and our goal is to see what we can do in a couple of years. Finish. Obviously, this year we're gonna finish where we finish. Next year, hopefully, we can put things more in order and be ready to go in terms of new players and stuff. We have a transfer budget of almost 7 million here, considering the budget at Fredrikstad was 130k. And our salary budget is 109,000 per week. We're spending 103,000 per week, so 104. We've got some room in there to get in a player or two. Let's take a second and meet some of the troops. We'll look at the starting 11 here. So we have Christopher Nordfeldt, the målvakt, which is goalkeeper, obviously. He is signed till next year. He is very, very slow. But greppsäkerhet, that's got to be handling, en mot en, 1-on-1, and reflexer 14 all the way through for 14s. Förutseende, that's anticipation 13. I think he's pretty good. I think he's going to do all right for us. He's 35, but he's got his business here, so we're good there. At right side, försvarare, höger central. That's right or central, defender right or central, and he is kompromissnos ytterback. So no-nonsense wingback or fullback, I should say. He can play a little defense. He can cross. Can't dribble worth a bean, but otherwise he's got reasonable value for us. Alexander Milosevic, central defender, 32 years old. He looks like he's reasonably decent, 13, 14 on the important 3, marking, positioning, tackling. Heading is, I think it's this one. After free kick taking and before long shots. Yes, heading, 14. So he's good at the things that we need him to be good at. He's not super strong, but he's strong. Good determination. Yeah, he'll be a useful player for us, I think. Sotirios Papagiannopoulos, Forsvarar Central. He is 34 years old, and he is a bit slow, but again, 14, 14, 14 on the markers. Pretty good stuff. He can jump 15, that's pretty good. Overall, I think he's going to be useful. We have Eric Otieno, who's Kenyan, and he will be playing on the left side. Forsvarar vänster, which is left. His fart, which is pace, is 16, and his acceleration 17, so we know what he's good for. He can cross, he can dribble a little bit, and, he can play a little bit of defense as well. So fairly good there. I think he'll be useful. As we get into the midfield, we have Angel Algobia. He is Spanish, and he is a lovely looking defensive, deep-lying playmaker, I would suggest. With vision of 16, passing 16, technique 16. Yeah, this guy's going to be somebody that we want to, that we really want to making good decisions, as we see here. And his anticipation is also excellent. So he's going to be a real value to us. He's only 25 years old. Mohamed Sibi of Mali can play a little defense, head the ball, and so on. He can pass a little bit. He hasn't got much vision, but I think he'd be a useful player. It says he's a ball-winning midfielder. Ballvinnende midtfältare. So, yeah, that's good. I think he's going to be useful too. 28 years old. Good. Okay. Kristal Mani Ingason. Islandsk. He's Icelandic. And can't play defense for beans, so he's going to definitely be an attacking midfielder. He can play across the attacking midfield, HVC, that's right, left, and center, and AC. I don't know if that's a forward. He could also be a striker. So he's more of an attacking midfielder, striker type. And he's okay. His finishing could be better, but he's okay. He's not great, but he'll keep us, moving. Galvin Kabuya. Wait, was I looking? No, I was looking at Ingason, right? Yes, Ingason, who is also able to play midfield center. That's why it's not mentioning that on here. So you can understand my confusion. Simon Hedlund, Anfallare Central. That's a striker. Interesting. But they have him as offensive midfielder left as his best role, and an inverted, I don't know if that's an inverted winger or an inverted forward. I guess we'll find out. Calvin Kabuya, a Swede. I strongly suspect that his parents were born elsewhere. Uganda. That's kind of nice. Calvin Kabuya. Again, he's okay. He's not great. He can dribble with the ball, not really cross it. He's tolerable. And lastly, in our setup, the Argentine Nicolas Stefanelli. He's forward, also comfortable at left wing, and he's got a little bit better finishing and composure. Composure is Kula 11. He's got some pace. He's got work rate. Good at penalties. Good at teamwork. So yeah, I think he should be excellent. I think he'll be valuable to us. So that's who we've got in the main team. We'll get to know some of the people on the bench. John Guidetti is somebody I've encountered before. He's an excellent penalty taker, highly determined. So interesting. Got some good people here, I think. Got some good people. He's 32, but he's still good. Alexander Feshai Beraki. Where's he from? Where's his background? Always curious where they're from. Eritreansk. So he's Eritrean. Neat. That's just cool. Yeah, that's our team. So I'm fairly happy with that. So I have to take a second and look at Allsvenskan, the division we're playing in. There's only 3 games left. It's a summer season, just like Norway, so we'll be playing through the summer. So we're very close to the end of the season here. But we have a chance yet. Second place is only 4 points ahead of us. And we're in 7th. So, a bit of luck in those 3 games and somebody else having bad luck, we could end up getting into a European spot, which I wouldn't mind at all. So there you go. That's our new team. And you'll notice that Allsvenskan is actually lower than Eliteserien on the leagues list, but it's only a couple lower, and the team is so much better than Fredrikstad. I think we're going to find this much more to my taste, having a little bit of money to spend and not relying all the time on free agents and stuff. So anyway, that's, I think, going to do it for this episode. As far as that's concerned, we're just going to introduce the team to you and talk a little bit about what's the club vision, right? Let's have a look at the club vision. Jobba inom lönebudgeten. Work within the loan budget, the salary budget, wage budget, whatever you want to call it. Notwendig, that's required. And I don't know what that means. Väntar med att uttala sig. I don't understand. It doesn't matter. At the end of this season, knipa en plats på övre halvan I Allsvenskan. Okay, so they want us to find a place in the top half of Allsvenskan, which we already have. And utmana om titeln I Svenska Cupen. But I don't think we're in the Svenska Cupen anymore, so I don't think that's actually a thing. No, we haven't. Oh, there's the Svenska Cupen. And apparently we don't play any more games until later. I don't know exactly when. It's a weird setup. So we've got games against Helsingborgs, 15th, Djurgårdens, 2nd, and Göteborg, 1st. So I think we're going to come back for that last game of the season, Göteborg. See if I can get the team firing on all cylinders and see if we can bump up the table a little bit. That'd be nice. It's okay if we don't, but it'd be nice if we could. Anyway, so we'll be back for the Göteborg match, and then we'll be doing a transfer special, and then we'll start on with season 4 at our new club, AIK. So welcome to Stockholm, and welcome to Swedish. Hopefully next language will not be Danish, because that would be entirely too similar. We're going to hopefully move somewhere like, Portugal or Poland or something totally different in our next move. But for now, we're in Sweden. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and take care.